Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. It's the Keepin' It 100 podcast. It's your boy Jay Jones. I got L Boogie, of course, and Rick the Ruler. We got some studio guests here with us. We got Mrs. J Jones in the building. We got her friend Miss Jasmine, Young OG, Mrs. Rick the Ruler, and
Sister Nikki.
Sister Nikki in the building, gonna help us discuss today's topics.
Oh, and we got
We got who?
Kenya just walking through the door.
We got guests walking in as we speak. We love it.
Late as ever, but it is what it is.
It's all right, you know, black folks. So normally this is the part of the show where we do the stuff that caught our eyes, and obviously this weekend, particularly on Sunday, we know it seemed like the world stopped. We lost an icon, a legend, as well as he lost his daughter, as well as 7 other people. Lives that were lost, impacted. We lost Kobe Bryant, which was really, really huge. Lost his daughter. The world just is still mourning as we speak now. Like I said, we all know he passed. They all passed in a tragic helicopter flight going to Gigi's basketball game, as well as a few of her teammates that were in the helicopter. I don't know about you all, but I've seen on social media people asking like why Kobe was actually in the helicopter or why he chose that as a choice of transportation. But we have a clip that we want to share with y'all with him explaining why he chose the helicopter as the choice of transportation.
On weekends. But then traffic started getting really, really bad, right? And I was sitting in traffic and I wound up missing like a school play because I was sitting in traffic. And this thing just kept mounting. And I had to figure out a way where I could still train and focus on the craft, but still not compromise family time. And so that's when I looked into helicopters and be able to get down and back in 15 minutes. And that's when it started. And so my routine was always the same. Weights early in the morning, kids to school, fly down, practice like crazy, do my extra work, media, everything I needed to do, fly back, get back in carpool line, pick the kids up. And my wife was like, listen, I can pick them up. I'm like, no. I want to do that because like, you know, you have road trips and times where you don't see your kids, man, you know? So like every chance I get to see them and spend time with them, even if it's 20 minutes in the car, like I want that.
So that was the reason Kobe, you know, that's why he chose to fly or ride in helicopters. The traffic in LA, if you haven't been or if you haven't heard, the traffic in LA is absolutely horrible. He was missing practices or missing kids events and family events, so that is why he chose to ride the helicopter. But before we jump into it, I just want to send a condolence from the Keeping It 100 podcast to the families and the friends of the families who were impacted. We send our condolences and our prayers to all the other families that were impacted as well. So
most definitely.
So let me ask y'all this. How did y'all hear? When did y'all, or what were y'all doing when you heard the news, and how did it affect you? Like, I mean, we all have an idea, but how did it affect you?
I think for me, the first time I heard the news was scrolling through Facebook. So the first article I saw was through TMZ.
Right.
It's TMZ. Sometimes it can be hit or miss. So
Very.
I didn't really know if it was true or not. So I kept scrolling and looking for other sources to see if it was real. And then I started seeing more and more sources, more and more posts, and I was like, okay, this has to be real.
True. What about? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
For me, just nothing but sadness. And to find out later on that his daughter was with him was not in the original post. So
Yeah. It got worse and worse as the day went on. Like it was bad. I'm gonna let you go ahead, Rick, before I go to how I felt.
Well, I was actually at work at the time when it came across in a restaurant. We run Fox and we run CNN on multiple TVs, and it came through, and I was actually standing in front of one of our VIP guests who spends millions of dollars through the hotel. And when my back is towards the TV and people was like, "Did you hear that? Kobe died in a plane crash." So I just turned around, and it just felt like a kick in the stomach.
Yeah.
So trying to explain, this VIP guest asking me questions, I was like, sorry, Mister, I can't talk to you right now.
Was he American or foreign?
No, he was American.
Oh, okay. Because Kobe was global. Kobe was global. So
he was American, but when you discussing money, but other guests was telling us about what happened, and then we both stopped and looked around, and I was like, I can't talk to you right now, which he understood. But I had to take a seat for about a half an hour. I was like in disbelief of what was going on.
Yeah, I felt the same way you all both felt. I was actually asleep again. I was asleep last year, or woke up when I found that Nipsey had been shot and was in critical condition. This time, my wife was actually coming into the bedroom to ask me a separate question, and she just happened to mention like, "Hey, did you know, is Kobe dead?" And instantly, I just reached for my phone just to go check on all the sports outlets and things like that. And like I said before, it was bad to hear that a helicopter crashed, and then to hear that Kobe was in it, it was even worse. And then to find out that his daughter was in it, it made it even worse. And then later on to find out it wasn't 5 fatalities, it was actually 9. So it just the story got worse. I just was stuck on the couch. I was crying. I really didn't think that the NBA should have played any games that day. I know it's a business and things like that, but I just felt like a lot of the players didn't want to play. A lot of the coaches, even like the analysts, just talking about it. You seen them on TV crying and just kind of hard to talk, lost for words. It was just a lot of questions, like a lot of questions, like why. And I even saw other players. They were saying, a lot of people, people's faith is questioned, because they just like, why Kobe? Why, all those kids on the plane or young adults.
But did you see that they had taken communion before they got on the plane?
No, I didn't see that.
So he and his daughter had visited. That they were at mass, and they had taken communion before they got on the plane.
Wow. So I mean, that's like I said. Yeah, you hear more each and every day, which is good. I mean, it's just sad. It's just you can't escape it. Does any of our studio guests want to chime in on how they felt, or how they reacted to his death? By chance, it's all right. I mean, if not, it's all right.
Nah, I mean it's hard, bro. So I was laying in bed, right, and anybody that has an iPhone, they know you get drop down alerts.
Yeah,
and it came through from I think ESPN first.
Right.
And I'm like, this must be one of them dudes up there playing behind the scenes again. Found somebody in like maybe Austria or something like that named Kobe Bryant passing. I thought it was a hoax.
I thought it was somebody like you with the same name.
But dog, it's rare that you meet another dude. Like people name things after Kobe. I think Kobe is maybe like one of one.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was that unique, but it pierced my soul.
Yeah, no doubt.
He was almost like the Michael Jordan of our generation.
Nah, I'm giving him Einstein.
I mean,
a genius.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, and I think this is one of the most iconic people that we've lost in a long, long time. Like, he wasn't sick. It wasn't anything wrong with him. Like, he's known all around the world, and it's just...
Yeah, it's tough.
Now, let me ask y'all, how did he inspire? Did he inspire y'all, and if so, how?
I think his not only as a player, but just his interest to teach children self-acceptance.
Yeah.
He was involved in a lot of different campaigns, and even with his launch of a podcast called The Punies, that was to teach kids how to deal with anxiety and how to conquer their fears.
Yeah.
What's the name of it one more time?
The Punies?
It's a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 'cause I need it right now.
Yeah. He inspired me just by the way his preparation, not just on the court but off the court. He's always trying to get ahead of his competitors, even if they was his friends. He was trying to get ahead of them to reach success. His work ethic, obviously, and just seeing him off the court, like as retired, and just with his family and watching him coach his daughter. It was something that really brought joy to him, and it just was another side that we had never seen from Kobe. So just seeing that, I think, was inspiring.
He had the mentality where he's not going to fail. He don't care if they down by 50 points. Coach, don't take me out the game. We're going to lose as a team. Yeah. So you can respect a person like that. You have these players out here, once they know they can't catch up, they're going to ask the coach to take them out. But
that Mamba mentality.
Yeah, so he was fierce. He didn't want to come out the game. Hurt or whatever, he would play his game.
Yeah, he was definitely different. He was definitely different. His mental toughness, his fearless attitude, all of that. And it carried over to him even when he was retired. I mean, he was investing, he was in the technology, he was reinventing himself. So that's definitely he was definitely inspiring those.
I was calling him the Terminator, He gonna come at you and get you no matter what, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, you seen his last game, they gave him 60. He gave him 60.
Yeah.
So I think it's just ironic because he played Utah. I think in his first game, and he had 2 air balls, and to end his career playing against them and dropping 60, he ain't never forget that.
No.
Never forgot that.
Take this with you.
Y'all been getting y'all cries out?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I cried this morning.
Yeah.
Just even preparing this.
Get them out.
So
go ahead, Ken. You got something?
Well, I was saying, to piggyback on what you were saying about when you heard about it, at first I thought it was fake news, but it's weird for me because his daughter's death has affected me, I believe, more than Kobe, because he lived an amazing life and he left a legacy. But she was 13 years old. They were probably planning this baby college, where she's going to go. She had a whole life ahead of her. So it's amazing at how it's changed me at my age. I'm like, life is short. You don't know when your last day is. Don't leave the house angry. Kiss your mate goodbye, whatever. But it has changed me.
Yeah. She heard Gigi was going to UConn, and I know UConn, they put her jersey on a chair, did a little memorial for her last night as they played against Team USA. So she was a young they called her Kobe. What trademarked the name Mambacita. So she was definitely, she had star potential definitely written all over her. Yeah. So do y'all have a Kobe favorite moment? I mean, I know out of 20 years, it's hard to choose one or two, but if you could look back, was there anything in particular?
Well, my favorite moment with Kobe, where there was no cameras or nothing, by we being in the hospitality industry. When they had the tryouts for the U.S. Olympic team, they had all of the players there, and they was at the sports club playing ball, and I happened to be walking through, and I was like just joking with what's his name, the gentleman from the Knicks. Can't remember his name.
Knicks on the Olympics?
No, Patrick Ewing. Sorry. Patrick Ewing was there.
Okay.
So, and I've known Patrick Ewing for a minute. So,
I've seen him before.
Patrick Ewing was like, Rick, go out there and show him what you can do. So, I mean, you having all these NBA players, and Kobe let me know from soon I touched the ball that this is not for you.
Hey.
I mean, I went to take a shot, and he made me wear it.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me go ahead and pick up some plates or something. This business definitely ain't for me.
Go get him some shoes or something. Make sure he got the right shoes on there out there.
He made me look stupid, and then, he put his arm around me and was laughing, and everybody on the floor laughing and stuff like that. But, it is what it is. So I'll never forget that moment.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get a chance to meet Kobe, but just seeing him, like I said, as a family man, we all know about his career. We know how dominant he was in the league. but just seeing him off the floor, just bonding with his kids and with his family, I think it's just it's a great moment to see. Watching him coach his daughter, I never saw an actual game, but just seeing clips and highlights, I just thought it was a very different side of Kobe, and just hearing him talk to other people, like other analysts and you hear teammates, everybody says the same thing. Like, he was just an upbeat person. The life that he lived was just, similar to how he played. It was just work ethic. He was a nice person. He was cool. He was real relatable, down to earth, and things like that. So, but if I had to pick a moment, I would have to say maybe when he dropped 60 on Utah on his final game. That's my moment out of all of them. So, but let me see. So let me ask y'all this: how do you think the NBA should honor Kobe? There's a lot going around talking about him being the new logo, his jerseys, or for other teams.
Honestly, I think they should replace the silhouette. Jerry West silhouette with Kobe's.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. Replace the logo. They got a petition going out for it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the NBA does that. I agree with that. I'm down with that. I'm down with that change. I think they should probably put his name somewhere on the court. If not his name, maybe his numbers on each end of the court. Even for the All-Star game, I think they should put 8 on maybe one of the East or the West jerseys, and have the 24 on the whoever else's jersey. You can't lose a player like this that had an impact and not celebrate.
I put on my Facebook page that I think the NBA should stand for this year for never be another.
Oh yeah, there'll never be another Kobe.
Yeah.
So they should that's what they should push.
I'm with you.
I agree with you on that one, Rick.
So tonight they actually were supposed to be playing the Clippers, the Lakers and the Clippers, and they actually canceled the game. How do y'all feel about them postponing tonight's game?
They should have.
I think they should have. I don't think, first and foremost, I don't think those players are thinking anything about playing right now.
Yeah. I said that even the day he died, I felt that they should have canceled the game. You saw a lot of emotion, players crying. Part of me says I think they should have canceled it, but then I know also part of me is like, man, Kobe probably would have wanted them to play. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he definitely would want them to play.
Kobe's way of dealing with issues were going on the court, letting it just balling out. So, but I understand. I don't think it's a win-lose situation. I think either way it goes, I feel like it's you can't be mad. I understand. No. LeBron, the organization, they're devastated. So, if they chose to cancel, it's cool. If they played, I understood they would have did it for Kobe.
Hey, dog, Bron ain't ever going back to Cleveland.
Nah. You see the Instagram?
He can't, yo.
Well, he already
watching them two hug, Joe.
Yeah.
Like I get emotional, dog. Like fast.
Nah, he don't care about Cleveland.
Yeah,
he don't care about it, but not
he did his purpose. Yeah, he did his purpose in Cleveland. He got
what he
the
had
chip.
to do, and do what you gotta do and get out of there.
Cleveland is behind him.
How would you want to go back to Cleveland when you in LA?
Not even that, dog. Like
just on that strength.
They got players
no
like us.
disrespect to Cleveland. No disrespect.
Where you going? Cleveland?
Yeah,
You go back to Cleveland?
Yeah, I don't think that'll be.
Yeah, your partner look at you in your face. You go back to Cleveland now, for real?
Nah. I think with this Instagram post, I think he definitely is going to be there at least until he gets a chip. I don't know how long that'll be, but I think he'll definitely be there until he gets a chip.
A good 5 in.
You think he got 5?
I think LeBron has 3 great playing and 2 player coaching.
Oh yeah. I think he's trying to hold out till the son get in the league.
He on his way.
I already know, and I think by the time his son come, that rule of being in college for 2 years or a year is gonna be gone. So that's gonna be interesting to play out too. So once again, we send our condolences to everybody affected in this tragic in this helicopter crash. Definitely we gonna miss Kobe.
They would.
His daughter, seeing his daughter, she was carrying his legacy. So definitely condolences and prayers to them. Anybody else on the last words for Kobe before we jump into it? So we're gonna go ahead and take a 30-second break or a minute break, and we're gonna come back with the topics of the day. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be ratchet. So put the kids away.
Basically.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Keepin' It 100 podcast. Today, our episode is the girl and guy code.
Yep.
So, for those out there who don't know what a guy code is, shame on you, first and foremost. But I'm going to give you a definition.
They ain't got no friends.
Yeah, or they ain't got no life.
Yeah, basically.
So, the guy code is an unwritten set of rules and regulations by which man lives his life. These rules can be as simple as things that you say around your friends, or can be as complicated as dating a friend's ex. I'm assuming that's similar to the girl code.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
We got a bunch of ladies.
We got men here and they quiet. They quiet now.
They giving us our chance right now.
Yeah.
This is y'all chance.
So I can't explain it what it is for females, but that's the guy code. So
no doubt.
So we got a bunch of topics or like questions we're gonna throw out, and people gonna answer them, and hopefully nobody gets in trouble. And if you're at home, you more than welcome to comment and get in on this.
Baby, give me the car keys.
So
Uber it is.
we got some questions. The 70 running up and down.
No.
We got a bunch of questions, so I don't know, Boogie, you want to start with your questions, or how you want?
Yeah.
Rick, you wanna
Ladies'
start with
choice.
I was gonna go ladies first.
All right. I'm gonna start first.
All right, here we go. PJ, you can jump in there too. All right. All right.
PJ saying I ain't trying to get in no trouble.
What is my brother's keeper?
Crickets.
Crickets.
Who the hell is she asking?
That's I guess that's for everybody. Is that for that's for us or
That's
for
for y'all.
our brother's keeper? Okay.
That's exactly what it is when you say it.
Yeah.
my brother's keeper.
I mean,
So is that
There's no elaboration on that.
I'm going to keep some secrets from my brother that I'm going to take to the grave.
it's I'm gonna agree. I don't. Think
It's gonna
much
be
more
some
than
shit
that.
about my brother that you don't need to know at all.
Yeah.
So you
and
taking it to
I'm
the-
actually the only one that can know it.
Yeah.
So if it get out, then I put myself at risk
All right.
Yeah.
being a target. You know what I mean? So
I feel you. Rick, you want to start with your question, or you want?
No, go ahead and rapid fire, baby.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with pet peeves. I'm gonna go with what's something that bothers you. This is for everybody. This is pet peeves. Something that bothers you.
don't green dot me.
This. When you mean green dot you, what does that mean?
Off the DM situation.
Oh, okay. So don't slide in your DMs.
No, I mean you slide
Don't
if you
even sound.
slide. You do, slide. Go ahead, slide.
Oh,
But
Here we go.
here's the deal.
that's actually
Don't
interesting.
don't text me and be like I see you on Instagram.
Ah,
Don't do it.
okay.
Don't green dot me.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. I don't like when people blow their nose at the table. I think that shit is absolutely trifling, and and definitely get away from me and the food when you blowing your nasty ass nose.
And to add on that, don't leave the tissue right where the French fries is at.
Damn.
Come on, man. Take your. Nobody want to see that.
And I'm gonna go with another one. I don't know if y'all have ever been on the phone with somebody and they be like. They be spelling something out and they be like, hey, you know, A is in apple, C is in candy, I is in yo, like, chill, like, just say the damn letter, okay? Like, that shit is irritating me. So
You don't like alpha code.
Well, I can't talk to him.
Just say what you gotta say. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna probably go ahead and, you
But
know.
you have to understand that is needed for people who don't speak English.
That's cool.
They
but I
have
speak
to do that
English.
because they,
Letters like
yeah,
S and F can sound the same.
right.
But then
So it's
let
a
me
couple of
question
letters
that.
that they have to do that. If not, you're gonna be spending a lot more time just trying to get their basic
And if you
information.
have to question it, you still gonna be upset.
Right.
Around me.
Nah, I'ma just be like, did you say, you know, did you say S or, you know, whatever letter sounds like S, but don't start off like just spell a word. I got you. If I have any questions, trust me, I will inform you. That's mine.
I think it's only a pet peeve for somebody who doesn't
shit.
really understand, how to listen to it.
Oh,
Like you
man.
blocked it, or the people who get it wrong, like Q is in cucumber.
Whoa.
How do you get? You know what? I'm not even gonna answer that because it's probably
Q
somebody
as
out
in
there
cucumber
I
for
heard
a
that one
fucking
last
Q
week.
dog.
that,
Quincy.
or like F is in phone, F is in
Right.
phone, something like that.
So if
Okay.
you got somebody doing it like that, then I understand why it's a pet peeve. Otherwise, it's needed.
You do alpha code, don't you?
Okay.
I do.
Oh man. Okay.
And he hates it.
I'm finding out with you.
All right.
You were today years old.
So my another one. Okay. So
My another one.
my next question is, that's all my pet peeves. I don't know if anybody else got. I mean, I got more, but I got extra questions though.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
My pet peeve is when someone brushes their teeth and does not wash the sink out afterwards. Like, I don't want to smell your breath in the sink. Like,
you ain't got kids yet. You ain't got kids.
Well, while we on toothpaste, my pet peeve is
Don't eat it.
my mate has nothing to say until he puts a toothbrush in his mouth. And then all of a sudden he wants to talk. Can you go back in there and finish brushing your teeth and then come back out and
It
say
might
what
be
you have to say? That's nasty with toothpaste and
He trying to
spit
say
and
while
stuff all in your mouth.
He just want to say it because it's on his mind, and I don't know how long he brushes
I don't
his
hear
teeth.
nothing.
Whole 2.5 minutes I gotta listen to.
Right.
They speaking now. They speaking now.
While
bro.
we're
And they do the same damn thing.
While we're talking about mates, what about those
Oh, what kind of shit is this?
tube?
Wait, do what now?
For anybody else, when you squeeze from the middle of the
Oh my God,
I was
yes.
gonna say, man,
Dog.
got on me when we was dating.
What is going on?
How did we get on toothpaste?
that's a pet peeve.
Okay.
She doesn't like a dirty sink.
Yeah.
To add to that,
Any other pet
don't
peeve?
open your mouth until you brush your teeth.
Oh, that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. That's a damn. I put my mouth on you in the morning.
Damn
Watch
right.
the free.
You're right. I don't want to talk to you. Turn your ass over. You know what I mean? That's it.
Get him run right soon as you wake up.
Dog, rump shaker.
Woo.
Yeah, that's what your breath smell like first thing.
Jesus.
It's gonna be a fun long show today.
You know what I would do? Situations like that, I kiss you right in your mouth. Get to know me.
Got to.
What we doing? I'm finna be in you anyway.
Oh, we got questions for that too, bro.
Let's bring it.
All right. So, hey, I ain't mad at it.
Going early.
All right. So this is for everybody too. All right. So.
Oh, nigga, this is stress relieving right
Yeah,
now. Yes. Let's talk.
So when you meet a person out in the public, and y'all exchange numbers, who calls first, and how long does it take to call that person?
How old am
Depends on
I?
how fat that ass is.
Okay, that and how old am I? Am I now? Am I 35?
Yeah, you at your age now.
Oh, I'm calling first. We getting all the bullshit out the way. If you ain't fucking with me, I'ma know off the hello. I'ma know.
Well, she wouldn't have given you.
Or if you know what I'm saying, if you let it ring like 6 out of 7 times.
6.
Oh, for real, you just look at the damn phone ring.
Shit.
Oh, so we need to get down to this right now. What are we doing?
I feel you. You gonna shoot a text first?
No, I'm calling your ass.
Okay, all right. Ladies,
I'm gonna wait for the call.
how long? How long you waiting?
Not that long. Not that
Maybe
long.
a day, but after that, no.
So what happens if he calls 3 days later?
Well, why
Where
did
you been?
call,
Where you been?
playing
I've
games?
already
Might have
called.
been him.
I feel like
I've already called.
He might have been busy.
you're not that busy because people, I feel like people always have their phone in their hand. So
Okay.
you can shoot a text or you can call. I feel like waiting, you're bullshitting. If you like me, pursue me. If not, don't waste my time.
Hey, Crystal, hold on. Time out.
Might have got hemmed
Where's
up.
my
He might
phone
just
at?
get out of jail.
Listen,
You said what?
my phone ain't in my hands right now.
Okay, but still, I'm sure you're going
That's
to look at
'cause
it
the
within
drink-
God
next
broke
10 minutes.
God broke the mold when he made me. That's what I'm saying.
So you said that they don't call after how long?
A day.
A day?
Seriously, because you're playing
Really?
games.
See?
Just waiting. What are you waiting for?
I'm not mad.
Pursue me, so pursue me. Like, it's all about games. I feel like, dating now and niggas, it's all about
I mean,
games.
men
Like,
are
if you
natural.
like somebody,
Men are natural hunters, so if they want you.
thank you.
I'm gonna get your number.
I
I'm gonna
agree.
go home, look at myself in the mirror like I'm Kobe, and I'm calling your motherfucking ass.
Mama mentality.
That's it for life.
What about, would you call them the same day?
Hell yeah.
Bro, I've done it.
Hell
I've done it
Justin,
too.
would you
Slim,
call them the
Slim.
same day?
I've sent a celebratory text. Hey man, it was real good. It was a pleasure meeting you.
I've done it the same day for multiple reasons. I did it one to make sure the number was
I
right.
want you to look.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Absolutely.
I came from an era, and that era probably still exists.
where
I don't
niggas
know.
knew the number to Pizza Hut and was
Well,
giving
they
it out.
They definitely gave you the wrong number.
Flat out.
It was definitely a number that was in DC that was like women strictly gave. Like it was just a wrong number.
Yes.
Off the bat.
Yes.
So when I met my wife in the
Oh, I
club,
miss telephones.
we exchanged numbers, and later, like it was early in the morning, like 4:00 in the morning. I called the number to make sure she was straight, but I also wanted to make sure the number was right
know,
too. 'Cause
my
I was
man.
You know damn well you was like, baby, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Call her from the
Nah.
bathroom.
You know what? I think she was actually in the bed. We're not gonna talk about that night, but I think it was something to that extent. But
Alright.
but okay, all right.
If I remember correctly, it
Oh.
was like 45 minutes after we had just departed.
Yeah, 'cause it was,
My man was on it.
it was late and there was a lot of alcohol involved. So,
But he did his thing because you
but
still
I ain't gonna
here.
wait.
Still here.
So,
You was listening to music? What you was listening to? 112? Jagged Edge.
I wasn't even in the. I was in somebody. I was riding with somebody else.
He listened to
So
Tony
they-
Terry.
they-
You was a scrub?
I was a scrub. Oh. Yeah.
Riding.
I wasn't even in the passenger side.
You in the
I was
back
the
seat?
whole back seat.
Oh.
I was stuck in, bro. But it wasn't.
My man in the back seat with it. Just you.
Yeah.
You alright, baby?
Nah, in the parking lot. Nah, that's a whole different conversation. I was with my homeboy. He was with his girl, and they was celebrating her birthday. And me and my other homeboy, we was in the back seat. I ain't even want to go, but that's a whole different story, though.
Alright.
We got more questions.
You
to get
keep
into.
some different stories. God.
You know, I gotta be a little different, man. You know? So, speaking of homeboys, what's a good wingman consist of? Like, what are some good wingman traits?
Should we be talking about
Keep
this shit
your
as
mouth shut.
As
What
a
happens when we together,
Did you hear
it
what I just
stays
asked you?
between us.
That's a
What's your
universal
favorite
code,
saying?
Not a guy code.
Yeah.
That's a universal code.
That's why I asked. I said, should
your
we be
mouth
telling
shut.
them this shit? Like,
No, that's
but
universal.
they already know. See how smart women are? So I don't say a motherfucking word.
That's universal.
Excuse me.
Females.
Yeah, he
Shut up.
listening to Old Town Road.
He
got
have on
the
headphones.
beats. Yeah, he good.
Ooh, y'all smart. Why, hey, listen, check this out. Why y'all don't just tell us all y'all game?
No, never that.
Fellas, I took a shot for us. Fuck it, I missed.
Hey,
I'm finna practice like Kobe.
hey, Kobe airball too. So hey, we know how that.
I'm gonna
acts.
come back and finish with 60 on them.
Yeah, easy. Well, there goes that. So wingman, shut up. Be quiet.
That's a deeper, darker conversation.
Yeah.
Not even just that. I mean, you know, you got people that don't end up friends no more. Still keep your mouth shut. If you did it together, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing.
Right.
Like I mean,
G-code.
like you can't. Nah, man, you're not my wing. We taking this to death. This shit go to the grave. You shut the hell up.
Even if somebody start pulling your toenails off.
Oh well, you
Hey,
be toenailers.
That's blood in, blood out. Like a motherfucker. That's some gang.
He sound like he on the first 48. He
Right.
ready. You ready to just tell? We can't do nothing.
So if, if it's a group of guys and one guy's hollering at one girl and it's a group of girls, the other guys gotta fall in. They gotta pick the slack up and go grab.
Take one for the team.
Yeah, they gotta take one for the team.
Oh, dog, I'm captain. Take one for the team.
So that's what I'm asking. So
and it only had to be sex, dog. They like to eat.
you ain't lying.
They like to eat, bro.
Hey, I thought you was gonna say like the conversation or something like that.
I throw that at them too, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's how I get them to get the pancakes."
All right.
We're not giving you steak at midnight or 2:00. Come on, let's go.
So okay, all right.
Now this doesn't happen a lot, but it has happened. And
so you've been a wingman, like in current situations.
Look at my face.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Dog, flat wingman. Dog, wingman.
Okay, all right. Ricky, you been a wingman?
Oh, no doubt.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I don't know if I was a wingman ever in my life. I just tried to. I'm sure. Nah, I mean, I just played my position.
For being a wingman.
Huh?
I got horror stories for being a wingman.
Yeah, it's definitely horror.
You ain't
stories.
never been hiding in nobody's closet, Joe.
That's a conversation.
Ready to tell you what.
Let's
go to the
Next question.
Yep.
Let's move on.
All right. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna
keep it going, baby.
Man, you got something?
Talk to us.
I got what is dealing? You know how we say dealing in the DMV? Dealing.
What, Uno?
Yeah.
Oh no,
what is dealing?
Like I'm dealing with you?
Yeah.
I'm tolerating your ass.
Oh, okay.
Because see, what's happening is I'm at the stage where it's like I don't really want to consider potential. I don't like that word. Like what I'm dealing with here.
So you tolerating her?
Dealing with you just to get past time by.
Damn. So they are 9 to 5.
See how he put the adobo on it? Now we're
12 to 3.
Damn. Okay. All right.
But something is good though. Something is good though.
Something is good.
I'm telling you,
deal?
something is good though.
Okay.
I can like the way that she hugs me.
Okay.
Like for real, like if I could surrender my all into her, and I could just catch that vibe like that, sometimes that's better than sex, Joe.
Okay.
But if she's that one that needs this wood, I got it. Hey, dog, that's the wrong. No, you coming in like that. I'm stomping with the big dogs.
Hey, you too much. Hey, you. That's why you here, huh? All right. So, dating your friend's ex, should you notify them? How long after your friend's date should y'all date? Like how long after they finish dating should you take your shot?
That's a no-no, period.
That's a no-no. Like
No, I mean,
That's just
it
trashy.
was 25 years ago, and you run across her now. You not gonna talk to her because he did it 25 years ago.
See how women get to do this shit? Do you see these women? These are queens doing this shit.
But if he already told how good she is in bed,
Let a man, dog. She just
We
put.
I got something for that.
She just put a quarter century off the fucking break. She gave you a time stamp.
Yeah,
Dog,
she said 25, didn't she?
Let a man have said about 18
This is
months.
my whole
we
thing.
Go stay to bid our asses up in here.
But wait, this is my concern. Why do we always have to feel like we have to put love in a box
And control people.
and control other human beings. At the end of the day,
I'm learning not to, thanks to
and
therapy.
I say that because, for example, this could be my best friend,
Absolutely.
but for 20 years, and then we fell out. And I knew the whole time she was dating you, she was screwing you over. But of course, girl code, I can't tell you.
Well, thanks for
that
telling me
she's
what y'all do.
But but I'm just saying, I'm not going to say to you that she's screwing you over, but you still chose to leave her. 20 years later, I'm not talking to you or her. And me and you bump into each other. Why can't I find love with you? I found that you was a good guy, and you just wasn't good enough for her.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
So why can't I find love in you, and we have a
You
future?
felt I was a good guy, but I wasn't good enough for her.
No, she screwed you over.
Yeah.
And this is why niggas shouldn't cheat, because that.
Hey, yo.
Nah, but
Let me tell you a real truth about me. I am horrible at math.
Oh, me? I know.
Numbers, dog. I'm horrible at math.
Hey, man, we was in the same math class.
My math is with words.
Okay.
Okay, that's how I am. That's how what I do. I do my shit with words.
Got you.
This just mind fucked me. That was like Sudoku, bruh. I don't fuck that.
Hey, I'm just.
It was that. It's good.
Hey, I would
Whoa.
never do it. I would never do it. I just couldn't do it.
Dog.
Too many of it.
I've
How
done
Jay-Z say, it's too many fine ladies out
But you
there.
know, let me give you another example. The Omarion.
Oh shit. She
The
about
old
to do the Matrix.
situation, how he, Fizz, and April, how they was dating. Okay, think about that. All that time that they was growing up, who was around? April. She was around him the whole time, dating with his friends, touring, all of that. If no one else knew, his best friend knew that extra ass he was getting, right? Now all of a sudden they fade away. Yeah. Think about it. They go on tour. He cancels them all because he finds out they fucking with each other. Nigga, don't you know half that money that he making is about to help with your son as well? Right. Granted, he may not need it, but still, it could have been a basic situation. Why break your brotherhood all because of somebody else wanting to love? Like, why do that? Or mess with your money because somebody wants to love?
Hey.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a connection that, you know what I'm saying? I guess maybe they connected somewhere along the line. I mean, there was a lot of ass going around in B2K and they can't, but we...
Probably they asked her.
He's already in
But
another
see,
relationship.
I've never heard a white woman talk like that.
But I've dealt on the whole other side. I've been with somebody and we broke up on mutual, and I hooked him up with somebody. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, we not together. One of my exes married my godbrother, and they still married with 3 kids.
Did you tell them all the dirt?
Yeah, they know. I don't give a shit. The person wasn't for me.
Right,
I'm
right.
like this. So why am I going? I'm not gonna hate on that. Like, I've never had like bad breakups. I'm like, if it don't work, it don't work. Move the fuck on. Move on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look, I already got lined up for my husband, who I want him to get with if something happened to me. But he want one, the booty ain't big enough, her breast ain't big enough. Oh, sorry.
My wife ain't got that.
What the hell going on here, man?
I'm getting that play.
Yeah, Hey, my wife over there side-eyeing me like, nigga, we audible on that.
Come on, you don't have a friend that you
Audible,
know would
nigga.
be great for him if something happened to you. Like, for real?
My wife telling me, you better be a priest if I go.
He better be
Give your
single
life
for
to
the rest
God.
of his
Well,
life.
oh, come on down.
She said, Omaha. She audible out that shit. Wait.
No,
Dang.
come on down.
Wow. This went into a snap episode real quick. Shit. All right.
She said she got the motherfucker
So-
lined up for her.
Red
Hey,
flags.
my man, make sure you
I want
cook.
y'all to fill in the blank. Red flags. She crazy when she
Drunk.
Keeps dishes in the sink.
keep dishes in the sink.
Keep dishes in the sink.
She's crazy if she keeps dishes in the
I'm gonna
sink.
tell you why. Because that says to me that you've been battle tested to the point where you can watch some nasty shit accumulate.
Yes.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
That joint went on my head.
Y'all laughing like a motherfucker. But let me tell you something, bruh. Let me tell you something. I've dealt with stressed out women,
Okay.
and We get to the house and just get to it. And I look up and this motherfucking dishes in the sink. And I'm just like, sad part is, if you haven't nutted already, neither one of us going nut today because I'm out.
Because the dishes in the sink.
Motherfucker, why are they over there?
Jeez,
wow.
I was gonna say if she bust out your windows or some shit like that.
Man, fuck that. I can handle that. I can replace them. Let me tell you how sweet therapy is. Let me tell you how sweet therapy is. I can replace a fucking windshield. I cannot repair that kind of behavior in you.
That's a good point.
You're right about that.
No, yes. No, because you haven't.
No, but maybe you haven't expressed that that's a problem for you.
I couldn't have been the only motherfucker. I can't be that rare.
And care about you enough, and she know your biggest pet peeve.
That's moving. That's moving the goal. My thing is this: at my age, and I'm sleeping with you, and you have dishes in the sink. That's a behavioral issue.
But it can be corrected.
I'm not saying that it can't. I can't do
It's a
it.
behavior. All behaviors can be
That's
changed
crazy.
and taught. So for you to say that it can't be changed, I can't agree with that.
I didn't say it can't. I can't.
Are we talking about one dish or multiple dishes?
I want to know too. Is
If
that
I
a
know
cup?
what the fuck you had for dinner,
5 days ago.
dog, they got the Pyrex joint sitting on the stove soaking. So they baked something, right? They got the silver pot in the joint with they was fake whipping the game with the fucking the whisk mashed potatoes. They in there. You know and some of that shit is black, which means it's burnt. I don't want nothing to eat no more. then you got just a couple plates.
Okay.
Who you was eating with?
True. All right.
And why are the fucking dishes in the sink?
All right.
You haven't been
in the kitchen.
because I like to cook.
Especially if you ain't nut yet.
I love to cook.
So
I burn very well.
So we got 5 minutes, and I got some like two good questions that I feel. Does body counts actually count?
Absolutely.
Nope.
Soul ties.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
Look at the women winning this shit.
None of your business.
Dog.
No.
Did you hear me say soul ties?
So body counts don't count.
Nope.
Oh my God.
For you.
I'm scared.
For you.
And however many else.
You're not gonna get the true body
I don't
count
mind being honest
anyway.
with you.
Thank you.
Nobody's gonna give the
I
true
don't
body
mind being
count.
honest with you. As
Some
long
might
as-
not even know the body
As
count.
long as we don't have any Eskimo brothers.
Okay, but as
So body counts don't count, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
To them. God
yeah.
damn it, it matters to me.
So fellas, it matters.
Yours
Hold on.
matters, mine does not.
To the fellas?
So yeah, fellas, it matters.
100%.
Yeah.
And you
It matters.
think-
It matters to me as a female. Yeah, like
You didn't know their body count.
Yes. No. Let me retract. Let me redact that. You asked, do men? Ask me, do I?
Right. See, this is a general.
I know my goddamn body count, and we not gonna do no averaging based upon the three. We
That's the guy code.
We not doing common denominators
That's the
tonight.
guy code. We
You
shut
feel
up.
me?
All right, Boogie said it counts. So she said her body count. The body counts actually they count for her.
yes,
count.
it
They
matters
count.
to
If
me.
you itching,
Like,
they
I'm
count,
serious.
goddammit.
Like that speaks volumes. I'm sorry.
You don't. I mean, if you have somebody,
How would you know if a person is telling you?
you don't.
And you will never know if they're telling you the truth or not.
Why does it
You know
matter?
why? Because women, that part of y'all body is that precious to y'all. That if y'all are gonna volunteer a lie, it still leaves. It throws out there. I can now. I'm trying to dictate the tone of how you throw in this lie. No. Why even
You know
bother?
a virgin when you have one?
Why even
Do you
compromise?
know a virgin when you have one?
No, actually
No.
I
So
don't.
how would you know her body count? She can tell you she had 3.
Right.
Well, mine
what
stopped that
So
way
guess what?
too.
So guess what? If you have 3 or you have none or you have 300, you took the opportunity to tell me something. So somebody has been inside of you.
So,
So even if it's one, that's soul ties that I can't deal with.
what?
Depending on who it is.
Wait a
Depending on
minute.
who it is.
Whoa.
All right, hold on. I got one more. I got one more question. Good sex. How long does it last?
10 seconds or 5 minutes. Somewhere between that.
So there's no time limit.
Dog, you get in there for 10 seconds knowing what you're doing?
There's no time. So 5 minutes is good.
To both have reached a pleased.
I heard somebody sigh.
So if you're pleased, if you're pleased in 5 minutes and I'm not, you may have to provide me with good sex a little longer
Guess what
until I'm pleased.
Guess what the first 3:30 is? My face down there.
Everybody ain't for that.
Hey, yo.
Especially if they can't do it like
Yeah, get up. Come and give me some. No, you just wasting.
Hey,
Exactly.
Killjoy.
Don't be volunteering if you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Hey, yo.
Women though.
True.
Thank
We
you.
are
But
keeping it
I
100
thought,
tonight.
And
I get it. I'm saying.
They on fire tonight.
Someone down there, if you don't know what you're doing, you just do it.
well, I'm sure
That's understandable. It go both ways, though.
Yeah.
That goes
Because
both
it's
ways.
like annoying.
That goes both ways.
Enjoyable. It's like,
I don't want to feel no teeth.
Woo! Y'all ain't never caught no teeth though.
We don't. I ain't trying to. I ain't want that.
Dog.
All right. How often should you have sex with your spouse on a weekly basis?
Every damn
Every
day.
every day.
3 times a day.
Well, life is
Get
busy.
it.
I say at
Hey,
least
dog,
three.
let me get it all day.
At least
every
3 times a
Stamina
week.
As often as you
Every
can handle.
day?
Yeah.
What?
Let me get up. Let me listen.
honestly,
It depends on how.
It's warm. It's clean.
Oh, you can do
wet.
yourself some of the.
Tight.
Why are you supposed to?
Man, let me in.
why? I'm sorry, how much
She said burst calories. Yes.
Oh, I can burn some calories with my little friend. No, not that one. I'm talking about.
She got no friend. She got no friend. She got no friend.
I'm talking about the friend in the
Got no
shoebox
friend.
and the guess what?
She ain't talking about. They ain't talking about money neither.
You talking about baby
We
shark?
already know her batteries, Chuck.
Wow. Hey, if just for the
Said,
for the viewers at home,
cumbersome.
Young OG is in the middle of
oh,
all women right now.
I'm here.
He's literally in the middle. No, it's 3 on each, two on one and 3 on the other side.
But
Yeah.
shit, that's about 80 of them.
God,
That's about 80 of them over
said
here.
with the friend in the shoebox. Good God.
Shoebox vibrating across the floor.
Hey, wait. Do y'all mind toys in the bedroom?
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
that is a good question.
If she, I don't mind. Do your thing.
Bruh.
No, with you.
Nah, they don't do your thing.
Really?
Don't bring that shit to me though.
Yeah, I'm saying like.
No, why you're with your spouse
'cause
or
my
with
toy
your
be my
mate?
gun.
Is that a problem?
I don't think so. Nah.
bring it over.
Nah. We that's cool. You just gotta watch where them toys go.
Exactly.
Cause there's a lot of new shit people out here trying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
You gotta watch where them joints go.
Dog.
Flag on the play, my G.
Suppose she throw you the joke. Like,
Throw me the joke. Oh shit!
Throw that son bitch back.
I'm gonna They're gonna be doing a halfback option in that. Like
no,
the
she
hump,
throw
like
you
that.
a joke like, hey, babe, catch this. Like,
Or
what
if
do
she-
you do?
What if she comes strapped up?
I'm gonna throw my hands up. Say, yo, what's up? Nigga, who are you about?
Oh man, hey y'all wild man.
I'm gonna say, nigga, who are you about? Since you
Hey,
got
y'all
a
wild.
dick.
Hey, well, we greatly greatly
man.
appreciate y'all coming through. As y'all seen, I don't even know the comments if we got any comments, but we just share them on social media. But it's been fun. It's been fun. Y'all got any last questions? Y'all want to get up?
Love you, Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we're going to end it on that. Next week, it's going to be Black History Month. We're going to have some black business owners coming through. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Once again, shout out to our studio audience for coming in
Yeah,
and
no
definitely
doubt.
keeping it 100.
Happy New Year.
We the Keepin' It 100 podcast. I'm Jay Jones. That's L Boogie. That's Rick the Ruler. We're going to catch y'all next week. Same day, same time.